A year ago today, the Pallet Shelter started taking in Chico's homeless off the streets. Action News Now reporter Taylor Helms is live outside that site on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Parkway. Taylor, any success stories from people who are staying there?
Actually, yes, Haley, I just talked to a 24-year-old father who works full-time, and he says he was living here as soon as the pallet shelters open. Now, before that, he was waiting 6 months for the pallet shelters to open, and before, he was just living in his car. Now, he just got promoted to a new job, and he says he hopes to move out of the pallet shelters by the end of August. Now, earlier today, I talked to one man who lives in Oroville, and he was stopping by to a produce stand that sells honey, nuts, and produce next to the pallet shelter. He explained to me how the homeless crisis and housing situation is very different between Chico and Oroville, and wishes that there was more help like this in his home city.
Some people need mental health, but how do you get it? Who gives it, right? Where is it, right? Where is the county facility? Right? Where is the 4-story building with 100 beds and 20 people working? Where's the state facilities, right? Where's the governor involved in this, right?
As for the 24-year-old I talked to, he says there's some downsides to the pallet shelter. For one, he's a cook, and he says there's just one microwave on site, and he can't have a mini fridge or electric stove in his unit to make his own meals. He says there are pros and cons to living here at the pallet shelter, one of the pros being that each unit has its own AC. On the flip side, he says that AC only cools it down to about 80 degrees. Reporting live in Chico, Taylor Helms, Action News Now, coverage you can count on.
A lot of stories coming out of that pallet site. Thank you, Taylor, for that live report. And as of today, there are 15 open beds at the pallet shelter, 36 beds open at the tourist shelter.